Hey everybody, I'm back. Hope everybody's having a good night tonight. You see, I got my little partner up top behind me over here. She's over on this side. That's Angel. That's my cat. Uh, she takes up most of my office area, you can see. Um, so how's everybody doing this evening? I wanted to talk about the video that I put up today. If you've seen it, um, the video that I put up today was something I had taken last week, and I went over it looking today. And during the video that I made last week, I came across this area where there's all water, and it looked like people said it was like burial grounds that people thought maybe the Indians were using for the burial grounds back here. But anyway, there was these little islands in this lake that was there. And as I was videotaping, Dr. Sandy, how are you this evening? Good to see you. Glad you're here. I'm talking about my video that I put up today. Going through it and checking things out. I always double check, triple check, and make sure everything's right the way it is. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Hope you have a good evening, everybody. Um, and on that one little island there, uh, on this tree, was a Bigfoot manifesting itself. And I even did this close up on it. You can see it if you checked it out. What's that? What do you say? I'm about, yes, you are. Yes, you are. And because last night, there were a lot of strange people on, and they were saying things that I didn't really like, and it's totally wrong. So I deleted them. Hopefully they won't be back. So is that okay? You want to be a bouncer? Is that okay? I'll be good. I don't think I have to worry about yous. But it's hard to do what I'm doing and monitor this whole thing at the same time because um, there's a lot of great people out there. There's a lot of nasty people out there too, and they're trolls. They want to get on and try to knock what you're doing down, and I just have no time for that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm glad you're here. And last night was had a lot of subscribers. I picked up I think 40 subscribers last night, and that was awesome. I didn't expect that, but it was awesome, and I'm glad. And I'm glad to everybody who comes here that they're passing the word around about my channel. And it's not just my channel; it's your channel too, because I'm finding things out and showing you all so you can uh, be more what's the word I'm looking for? Informed about the truth about things, about the Bigfoot and other cryptids as well. Yeah, you saw it, right? It's there. It was there. And they're around me all the time. And these areas back here, it surprised me because I know there's portal areas in my research. The whole area, especially the Pine Barrens, it's all one big portal. And you have them coming out of the ground and out of the trees, and then also has these beams of light coming down the other night. I don't know if you saw that in the area too. So there's a lot of things happening from the sky, from the ground, from the trees, and they're there all the time. But what surprised me was I seen that the tree that it was manifesting itself on was actually in the water. So I guess water doesn't affect them. Water is energy. The trees are energy. So if they're using that to come from wherever they do, it doesn't matter if they're in the water or not. So that's something that I wanted to share it with you, especially me finding out and then sharing it with you that they can manifest coming out of the water as well. So it's pretty amazing that these things that I'm finding out and sharing with all of you. Um, was a little overcast today where I live, and it was a little chilly, so I was going to take the trail bike back and do some more investigating back in that area there, but a little too cold to be scooting around. So I think tomorrow's gonna be a little warmer. So I might go tomorrow. I have to coach a couple kids in the afternoon, about 2. So if I get done about 4 o'clock, I might take a shoot out there, or I can go in the morning before I go to practice with the kids. So supposed to be like in the high to mid 50s this week, maybe even the 60s by the end of the week. So that's gonna be good for me to get out there. Do you have any sensations while you're out there and then watch your video and see things? Yeah. Like I said, when I'm out there, I'll feel like I'm being watched, and there's like a presence, and you can feel it. Like, hey, I'm here. I'm here, and can you see me? Type of a deal. And if you listen to my videos a lot, especially that one that I've done last week with the water and everything, as I'm walking around, you can hear somebody talking. It's not me. I mean, I'm talking, but even over me, and when I stop, you can hear them talking, and they're around me. So it could be the Bigfoot family, it could be Dog Man, because he talks to me too. You've heard that before, and just the spirits in the area. Again, if those mounds of dirt that some people were saying that could be Indian burial ground, it could be them talking as well. You really can't make out what they're saying, but I didn't really get that and put it onto my program so I can play it back to see what they're actually saying. But I might do that one day soon, hopefully. I had a bottle of water here. I don't know what I did with it. But anyway, here it is. Excuse me. Getting a little dry. That's what happens when you get old. But so that's what I want to do. Get that audio from there and record it, and then put it onto my program and see what they're actually saying. Maybe it's Arabic. I don't know. Like that one video I did, that's what was coming up on the screen. And I don't understand that, but perhaps they can break it down somehow. I don't know. I'm going to find out, though. I really am, and I'm going to do the best I could to bring it to you, firsthand. So I've had a lot of ideas that come to me when I'm laying in bed, especially, like 3 o'clock in the morning. I wake up just about every night, 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. It's very quiet, and that's supposed to be the hour that God wakes you up, from what I was told. North Alabama Cryptids, how are you? Glad to see you're here. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. And during that hour, it's very quiet, and it's like a one-on-one talk. You can talk to God during that time. And that's what I do. If I say a prayer or whatever, But it's very very quiet at that time of night, or time in the morning. Excuse me. But yep. There's a lot of things I'm going to do, though, and you're going to be seeing in the next few weeks or months things that I'm going to be doing, getting my audio back here. As soon as I get my trail bike set back to where I found this pond back here, I'm going to set an all-night audio up. I told you this last night. And I'm going to have my camera face on that little island there where that Bigfoot manifested the other day, last week, on that tree. And I'm going to keep that camera on there. It's going to be an audio video camera. And I'm going to keep it there 24/7 and see what comes and goes in that one area. So these are all things that I'm anxious to do. And just a matter of me getting back here and having time to get back here now. I don't have to walk. I could just scoot, within from where my truck is. That thing goes 30 miles an hour. It'd probably take me about maybe 15 minutes to get to where I got to go back here, maybe 20. There's a lot of hills and stuff like that, and I'm not young anymore. I can go baja through the hills, but I still go back there. I'm still going to do these things and find out. There's a lot of area back there. I mean, like I said, I could spend all weekend there and still not even see a part of it, a whole part of it, maybe a third of it. And that's steady driving. But there's many things back here, and a lot of things I'm showing you, and I do believe that because I saw a woman there also, and she was leaning up against near that tree where the Bigfoot came through, and it's the portals. There's so many different cryptids that come through these portals together. I mean, Dogman, Bigfoot, other cryptids I never even saw before in my life, and they're there. So they're all using the same portal areas. And like I said before last night, when one cryptid is okay with you and they accept you as who you are, what you do, they know you, I believe it goes very long with the rest of them as well. And I really believe that. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, sorry about your pinched nerve there. I had that one time. It's not a fun thing. The neck and the shoulder, yeah, it's not a good thing. Can't even sleep or nothing. Yes, it's tough, but well, hi Michelle, how you doing tonight? I'm glad you checked in. Everybody's coming back. That's a good thing. Have any of you gone and done any research lately at all? And if so, would you like to share your experiences with me and with the audience here? That'd be a cool thing to do. That dog man ever scared the heck out of me. Yeah, Cheryl, it scared me too. Believe me, it was right in front of me. So they're around you all the time, and it's just a matter of I want to get one moving. My ultimate thing is to have one moving like right in front of me and walking towards me. Uh, what I would do then, I don't know. I just tell the Lord to protect me. What I would do. But I've seen so many things. Just people wouldn't even go in the woods, not in the areas where I go, because they think. First of all, they don't believe me. Like that one guy last night was saying BS and all that. Only thing I can say to people like that, and I'm not a person that's going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'll invite anybody to come back there with me, and I'll leave you back there. Okay? You can sit in the tree. You can sit in the tree all night long if you want. Okay? I'll drop you off at say 5 o'clock in the evening. I'll pick you up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and see if you make it through the night. I'm not saying you're going to die. You might want to run and bring a cry towel with you, because you're going to hear and see things that are going to blow your mind. And that's why, like I said before in my past videos, I will not go there at nighttime. When it starts getting, sun starts going down, I'm out of there. I don't stay, because I know what goes on back here. I see things, and now you have these beams of light coming down. You're back here, you're walking around, and they decide to say, hey, if they can take a deer, they can take me too, or anybody else. Um, yep, yep. I think with these light, what you're saying about these, excuse me, these shafts of light, beams of light. I think that it's interdimensional, and what they're doing is if you see my last video I put up yesterday with the deer, they're right on side of these deer. So are they taking samples of the deer? Are they taking the deer where you can't see them, and they're taking them and doing experiments and then putting them back in the forest again? Possibility. I don't know. But these beams of light come down, and they're not like, some of them are wide. I had one the other day was wide like that, and then over here was a straight beam, another one over here, a straight beam. You had another one coming off to the ground right towards the deer. So it's not that they're just coming from the sky; they're coming from the ground as well, and different portals. The grounds are portal. The portal areas are ground too. I've had them coming out of the ground. I've had them coming out of the trees. And if you looked at my videos, you see that. You know. Yeah. Well, I'm talking about, right? You don't go back there. And I got that one camera that I want to take from back in that one area, and I want to put it in my new area where I saw the Bigfoot manifest. But even during the daytime, it's so quiet that you can hear a pin drop. If you hear an airplane come over, it's very rarely in this one area, but there's nothing back there. I mean, it's just woods, and swamp, and it's very, it's scary. And I've been doing this for years, but it's scary back in there. And I don't know. I'm blessed, I guess, and I try to walk in God's light. That gives me a confidence level that hey, I'm here. I'm not doing anything to you, so like leave me alone. I'm protected, and then we'll go from there. That's the way I feel. Yeah, and it happened to me in a lot of my areas. Area number one, and now area number three. That's what's happening, and they're just coming down. I would like to be there. I don't want to, but I would like to be there just one night and actually see them coming down, that I don't get beamed up. But if I can record something like that and have a sound, if there's a sound there too, then you would see something. But if they're coming from UFOs, there's not going to be no sound because they don't make any sounds at all. They go unnoticed. And what I've seen in my research with the UFOs, they travel the clouds. They blend in with the clouds. And if you know what you're looking for, when you take pictures of the clouds, you'll see them in there. And you'll also see the people, the beings that are flying them. The windows on the crafts, and you'll see the people in there. And it's pretty bizarre. I've seen a lot of things, man. It amazes me that I'm able to see what I see, and try to share with you and everybody else. If you have property, you have woods around your house, or close by, go out there, and if you have a recorder, like an audio recorder, it doesn't have to be expensive. It could be something like what I got over here. Okay, I could be able to see it. It's a Sony. This is what I use, and then I have an external mic over here too, which I put either on my shirt or my hat, and I put this in my pocket, and this picks up unbelievable. This recorder here is unbelievable with the external mic, and that's what I do. So when I'm out there, um, whatever's being said to me, whatever I'm saying, you can hear them talking to you. And then people say, well, what kind of camera you have? Is it an expensive camera? No, this is the camera. I'm going to show you the camera I got. You'll laugh, okay? This is it right here. It's a Kodak. Point and shoot. See it? Maybe a little closer. That's it. 5 times optical zoom, which is nothing. But yet, I have pictures of beings from above in their ships. You want to call them like the mother ships. There's 3-tier spaceship, flying saucer, whatever you want to call it. And you can see the eyes of these people. You can see they have helmets and stuff on. It's amazing. And when I have my exhibit in June, July, excuse me. I'm going to have pictures of them and of that. It's pretty wild. Now, we just started. We only been on the air for almost 20 minutes now. We're good. You're good. You can always go on a rerun and see it too. Okay. Um, I was supposed to go at 9 o'clock, but I was watching the show and I forgot time. What it was getting near the end there. So as soon as the show got done, I came up here and got onto where we're at right now. So um, I think I might have some guests on here sometime. That's what I want to do too, but I got to set that up and talk to a few of my fellow researchers and see if they want to do it. And then you can have questions and all. And maybe even if one of you want to come on, I could slide you on too. We could split the screen, you know. But I checked into that Zoom thing I was telling you about, and I still might do it. I haven't canceled that out yet. I still might do it, but I'm looking for other things to do. To split the screen, I could have maybe 2 or 3 people, and ask questions, and the people that are watching can ask questions to them as well. So it's on my agenda. Right now I'm finishing down with my coaching right now. Actually, next Saturday be my last indoor meet, and then after that, I'm going to have maybe about a week or 2 before the spring season starts. So that's going to give me a little bit of leeway to do what I want to do. I'd like to make a trip one time. Go somewhere. Maybe head down south a little bit, shoot to Tennessee and see what's happening down there with the Bigfoot and the dog man and all. I don't know. That's what I want to do. Maybe even Georgia. I don't know. Florida. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Excuse me. Okay. But anybody have any questions about anything you'd like to talk about? Alabama cryptid. You got anything you want to talk about? Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Is that where you're from? Did you ever plan on going to the Appalachian Mountains? I thought about it. I thought about it years ago, in fact. I just never got around to doing it. Uh, Perhaps one day, perhaps one day I give some freed up time. Double D, how you doing tonight? Yeah, there's a lot of spooky stuff all over the place. In fact, getting back to where I live up here in Jersey, the Pine Barrens, um, this is probably, from what I was told, probably the most haunted area in the United States for what goes on in there and what has been going on there over the years. And that's where Jersey Devil's at, and there's other things that happen. A lot of people told me about stuff there. So I don't know. A friend of mine, like I told you last night, he's going to do a documentary on the Bigfoot, not the Bigfoot, the Jersey Devil, and he wants me to do it with him. And I don't know what's going to be, maybe in the next couple of months, because he's pretty booked up. He's busy himself right now, and we'll probably do something at nighttime there, or more likely daytime. I don't know what he had planned yet. We're kicking around right now, see what we can come up with. But he's going to be interviewing a couple of people that have seen uh, the Jersey Devil up there as well. It was a father and son that had it. He's going to interview them. This I know. Oh yeah, there's a lot of little people. And like I was saying last night, or the time before that, I went to a car show, which isn't too far from where I live. It's in the woods, it's like a hunting lodge they have there. They have a car show, like just about every year. So I always take my camera with me, my little trusty camera here. I always take that with me in my pocket. It fits right in there. So I'm looking at the cars and everything, and I'm looking, and there's this car. There was a tree there, and I seen something move. So I'm looking real close, and I see something move on there. I got my camera, took a picture of it, and it was a little guy. I mean, he was when I say little, he's maybe about, I don't know, 10 inches high, if that, not even. Climbing a tree. He had looked like a baby, had looked like a white diaper on, and this thing was climbing a tree. I gotta find that picture and show you. So it'll blow your mind. And I'm saying to myself, all these little people around over here, we don't even see them. But there's a lot of times, even in my yard. If I'm in my yard, I'll see something running on the ground. I'll look real quick and see it. There's nothing there. So they're all around. I mean, there's so many things that are we can't even fathom. Excuse me, mouth is getting dry. Um, there's so many things that they're in a veil between us and them. They see everything that we do, and if we're lucky enough, we can see them. That's the thing. Uh, but they're around. They're around. Little people are around too. Little people too. That 10-foot Bigfoot I saw last year, that thing was huge. I wouldn't guess the weight of it. That thing was huge. I mean, it scared me big time. Excuse me. Wow. But yeah, I believe it. I believe it. It's thinning. The veil is thinning. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we're going to be seeing a lot more things in the future. Believe me. This I know. Just in my own uh, research I've been doing over the years, from paranormal to now, uh, I've seen a lot of stuff more so now than ever before. And the veil is thinning. Yes, it is. Absolutely. I agree 110%. Absolutely. But, let's see here. My opinion, which was the most dangerous cryptid or being or most terrifying? Huh. I mean, a lot of people say, well, Dog Man, he's nasty. Then other people say, well, Bigfoot, he's nasty too. But there's other cryptids out there that look part animal and part human. I've seen them, and I can't say which is the nastiest one because never anything really never happened to me. At one time it did, but I don't even want to talk about that there because it was a situation that could have been avoided. But I don't know. I can't say. Now somebody said, well, if a Bigfoot and a dog man were to fight, who would win? Again, who's the fastest? Who's the strongest? you know, who has a bigger bite. I mean, you seen that dogman that I took a picture of a couple of weeks ago. It had a snout, that was, like, probably looked like about 10 inches long. If that's all full of teeth, and that thing goes and bites you, it can take some big chunks out of you. And if they have these claws, uh, that's another story too. So I know their feet have claws in them because I seen some tracks there a couple of weeks ago, and you can see their footprint. You can see where their claws dug into the ground. So um, Bigfoot has feet like we do. They don't have claws, and they have hands like we do. They don't have claws. So I think if a dog man and a Bigfoot were to fight, I'd have to say the dog man would probably do more damage than the Bigfoot. That's my opinion. Yeah, it could be. Info about big change for humans. Do you think uh, we may evolve into coexist with these beings? I think that one day we're going to see everything to be as it is, and we'll know everything what's happening. I don't know how soon that's going to be, but it's going to happen. I mean, right now, the coexistence, that's what I feel like when I'm out there, they're right with me, and I'm not going to invite them to my house and say, hey, come on, eat, I won't do that. I won't do anything like that, but they're around you. I mean, as far as like when I used to hunt back there years ago, I used to pot hunt for deer and everything else, and I've heard things, and you're up in your tree, and it's really very quiet. You're up in the tree about 5 o'clock in the morning. You sit there, you can't hunt till 7, and you can hear things walking, and you're looking around. You don't see nothing. I didn't know back then what I know now. I've heard things back here, and I mean that would put the hair on your back straight up. And a couple times, I never even went back to some place that I used to hunt, and I had a gun with me too. Wouldn't go back there, but well, you know, NAC. When I first came across this area, my research area number one, I went back there and I set 2 cameras. I think I told you this story before. And I let them go all night long. I had one by the swamp where I think they would come out, and there was another one up on a highland, maybe about 75 feet, to the opposite side of where I was at. And I put an audio recorder. In fact, it was the same. It wasn't this audio recorder. I had another one, and I put it in between these logs where nobody, if somebody came back there, they wouldn't see it. And I let it go all night long. Now, that was set out at about 6 o'clock at night, and I picked it up. I guess it was about 7 or 8 o'clock the next morning. Um, what I done was I did push some apples out there. Some said to bring some apples. I put some apples out there in between the 2 cameras, and I went back the next morning. I go to my audio recorder. The thing shut down, and all the batteries were brand new batteries in there. Brand new batteries. And I said, well, that's strange because this one here had a little switch. You had to shut the switch off to shut it down. So I said, okay, well, something did that. I don't know. Maybe it shut off. Maybe I hit it wrong when I put it in. I don't know. Anyway, make a long story short, I go to the camera to the right near the swamp, and it's still working. So okay, pretty cool. I look down, I shut it off, and I bring it with me. I go get my other camera, shut it off, bring it home. The first thing I wanted to see why my audio recorder went off. And the audio recorder, when I was talking, I said, well, you know what? I said, I got these things over here. I got some apples over here for you. And as I'm talking, and I says, I see you in the morning. And this is only a recording of about 5 or 7 minutes, I think it was. And they said they were going to shut the recorder down and they were going to shut the camera down. So I said to myself, well, and then they said that if I come back here again, that they were going to kill me because they don't want me messing with their family. They thought I was messing with the children and their family, and they didn't like that. And they said that they don't like humans because humans, I told you this before, disrespect the beasts of the woods. Beasts of the woods are them, dog man, and all the animals that live in the woods. We hunt them, we kill them, and they see all that stuff. And people start fires in the woods and burns the areas out. They don't like that. And so now I go back to my camera, and the one over here, they shut the camera off that was near a swamp. They actually shut that down and then turned it on for me to go back there to get it. And I went back there. I'm checking out my footage on it. There was only 13 pictures. Okay, this was all night long, 13 pictures, and it was of me walking to the camera to get it. They shut it down like they said they were going to do when they would come out of the swamp. Now, the other one was up higher, had 442 pictures on it. They didn't mess with that one. But they said they were going to do that, and they've done it. So they can manipulate anything. Now, I get a lot of people say, well, how come, you get blurry pictures of Bigfoot and this and that? It's not the camera. It's them, regulating that, the charge on that camera. They put some kind of, I don't know, maybe that veil, whatever you're talking about before. And they can drain a battery. They can drain your cell phones. Happened to me many times. Brand new charge, and they just shut it down. And this is what they do. They had the power to do that. And so it took me about 3 days before I got enough nerve to go back there. And I apologized to them, like I'm talking to you. That's the way I talk to them. And I went back and I apologized to them. I said, I'm not here to hurt you, I'm not going to try to hurt your family or you. That's not what I'm about. I want to make friends. I want to learn what you're about, and you can learn me. And after that, things were pretty good. And I would continue to give them apples. And I went back here. I did an audio recording. I said, look, I said, what do you want me to bring the kids? You want me to bring them, toys? You want me to bring the kids? And they said, to eat. And they said, bring apples. They wanted me to bring apples for the kids. The kids like the apples. And I've given them golf balls, baseballs. I've given them marbles. But they like the golf balls. They like the fluorescent color ones, like the pink or the orange and the green, more so than the white. That I found out anyway. And they like blue marbles, blue and white marbles. They like them better than the other ones as well. And I've given them candy and stuff. I put up high so no other animal can get it. It's gone. They do stuff. They don't litter. You don't find no paper around, no nothing. They get the candy, wherever they take it, they eat it, and that's it. You don't see no apple cores around nowhere. It's gone. And it's just amazing. They're highly intelligent beings. I asked them, what are you? And they told me that they're human. Now, some of them, they look like us. Now, if you've seen the Bigfoot that I have, her name is Roxanne on that tree, you look at her face, she looks human, and a lot of them are more so looking human, but they're different. You can see the way how their nose is and their mouth and their lips and stuff like that, and their eyes, the way they are. But they're human. That's what they told me. And I have an audio recording with that being said. Another thing too, I said, I talked to him one day. We're back here. I said, do you know who Jesus is? Because I have a hat that says Jesus, firm believer in Jesus, and I wear. I point to my hat. You know who that is? They said his name, and I said, who is he? And they said he's our Lord and Savior. So they're saying that too. So now that's telling me that they know him probably better than we do. Now a lot of people say, well, they could be your fallen angels and this and that, and it's you know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going by what I'm being told. They love him, so if it was a fallen angel, they wouldn't be loving Jesus. You know. That time, Dr. Sandy. I see you next time. God bless. And thank you. I'll try my best to stay safe. Have a great evening, sweet dreams, and God bless you. Screen's frozen. Is it all right now? Is it still there or no? It's showing live. Is everybody all right? You can see everything good? It's not freezing up on you or nothing? Really? It's buffering badly, huh? I wonder why. The screen's good. I don't know. It looks good over here. It's not jumping around, so it could be the distance or maybe the reception in your area or mine coming out. Maybe I don't know. The conversation when I say stuff to them, it's they're there and they answer me. You know, like I said before, you're not going to see them unless they want you to see them. Okay, they could be right behind me when I'm asking them stuff, and I won't even know it unless they make a noise or something, and the audio picks them up. Telepathically, they do that as well. I could be home. I'm about a mile from where I go in, like 2 miles back in the woods from my house to where they're at, my research area number one. And I could be working in my yard, and all of a sudden, it's like having urge to go back there. It's like they're telling me to come back there for whatever reason it would be. And they know if anybody's going to go hunting for them, they're going to go there and they're going to have a gun. They're going to shoot the first one they see. I guarantee you, you won't make it out of the woods. They'll never find you. And I think that's a lot of things with the 411. A lot of these people go missing because there are a lot of these hunters. I mean, people that have been hunting 40 years, 30 years in the woods, big woods, and they don't find them anymore. What happened to them? Did these beams of light pick them up and take them, or were they sucked up against a tree and pulled into another, dimension? I don't lean up against trees. Now I got to go on this one tree where it's like 15 foot in the air. In fact, the boug's got to be changed probably this week in it. And I got a ladder I'm going to put up against the tree there, and that's right in the portal area. So I got to get up there and change it as quick as I can, and then get out of there because that's the dogman area. It used to be the Bigfoot, and they're back there too, but the dogman have taken over that area for some reason. Uh, it could be just a season, for the wintertime, but we'll see. So when I go up there, I'm going to have my cameras blazing and looking around. Uh, they could be overhead, but they're coming out of the ground too, Sarah. They come parallel to the ground too, and it's just it's amazing. And there's so many things that happen back here. It's unexplainable. And my cameras, they catch most of the time, but I'm sure there's other areas back there that has even more so, more things to pick up on the cameras that I'm not even aware of yet. I mean, there's areas back there. It's like me going to a new world, and nobody's around. There's no people around, and I'm walking around. It's like I'm finding this new world. It's like a big adventure to me. I like it, you know. I like it. Okay. Have you had time? Have had time slips, and do you think it's because of the area or the creatures that inhabit it? I walked into an area, um, and I'll tell you what it was about. Back in 1973, there was a group of young kids just graduated high school, and they were Satanists. And the one guy, he graduated a couple of years before these other two guys. They were all buddies, and he wanted to go back to this pond. I call it clear pond, uh, in this area over here. And he wanted to be bound with the duct tape and his feet in his hands. And he wanted his buddies to throw him into this pond so he can give his life. He believed that if he gave his life to the devil, that he would be rewarded. He'd be one of the top demons. That's what he believed. So they take him back here, they bound him up, they put him in that pond, and he sunk. And when the bubbles came up, they took off because they knew he drowned. So they go down to Florida, and then 3 days later, they were caught down in Florida for killing their buddy. So I wanted to go there and just get an idea to see what's around there, you know. So I walked into it, I had my camera going. Uh, didn't have any slow motion on it. I'm going in there, and you're walking. You can see things. You can see the whole area with your eyes, but I felt strange. It was like I'm lost, but I'm not lost. Type of you're talking about slipping, and there was no birds, no planes, no bugs, no nothing, and everything was almost like dead. I mean, dead silence. The trees were dead in this one area. Excuse me. And I looked around where I came from, and I could see the entrance where I came in from. And but look, it took. I was walking. It took forever to get to it. So finally, as soon as I got over it was like a little hill goes up. As soon as I got to there, I could hear airplanes. I could hear the birds chirp. Everything else was totally different. So when I got home, I'm going over my camera and see what I got there, and everything was in slow motion. You can hear them talking, and very, very scary to say the least. And I have the video on that on my YouTube channel. You can check that out and see for yourself. And I haven't been back in there. I've been around there, but not close enough to be sucked back into it again. So, I was lucky to get out of there, you know? Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Yeah. There's so many things that we don't even know about people, and I don't, now don't get offended by this. I don't believe in science. I really don't, because science lies all the time. They lie about how old the Earth is. They lie about going on the moon. They lie about everything. And they just sent a thing up on the moon there, and it looked like it was tinfoil. So how does tinfoil go that far, land on the moon? You know, it's just I don't believe we ever went on the moon. I'm sorry about that buffering. I don't know why. It's getting a clear picture here. Uh, Sorry about that, Sarah. I really am. But I won't. I won't keep his here. So let's say I want to make a contact with these beings. I don't. Too scared. But I would have to go super deep into the woods. Not really. Not really. You don't have to go too deep into the woods. If you have woods around your house, you'll know it if something's around it because you'll get a feeling like you're being watched by about 1,000 different eyes. Uh, and keep your eyes and ears pinned. Don't think about nothing else. Just get that conscious about you to get that feeling that you can hear better than you ever did before, and you can see better than you ever did before. Man, keep quiet and walk real slow and look around. If you hear something and you look at a tree and you think that something's looking at you, take a picture of it. Take a picture of it. And a lot of times too, if you have trees there and you have the sunny side of the tree, okay, the sun's behind you and it's facing all these trees over here in front of you, and you feel something, take a picture of those trees. I guarantee you'll see beings there. You might see, if it's an Indian area, you might see Indians there. You'll see other beings uh, that may have lived in that area years ago. You'll see Bigfoot, Dogman. You'll see a lot of cryptids in it. They use the trees for portals to manifest themselves. So that's what you might want to do. But anyway, with my new video I put up, check that out. If you haven't checked it out yet, I put it on tonight. It's a video where I went back on that I had taken, and there was a Bigfoot manifest on a tree with a tree coming out of the water. This was over the top of the water, like a little island there, and that's where that tree was on. So they manifest in the water. It doesn't matter. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it. That's why they're so hard. They're elusive. You can see something all of a sudden disappears right in front of your eyes. You're over there taking a picture of it. You take a picture, boom, you look, it's gone. Where did it go? You know? And that's why I believe with the 411, if they want to get you, it'll be so fast you won't even know about it. That beam of light that comes down, or you're up against a tree, they're going to grab you, take you into the tree. You'll never be heard of again. It's just a little scary. But, I'm up in age now, so I've seen a lot of things. So this is my exploration of, a lot of things that I love to do. And again, whoever lives in the area or close by, July 1st to the 31st of July, I'm having a photo exhibit at the Vinyl Library in New Jersey. I'll probably have about 35 pictures there. Some are blown up pretty big, 30 by 30, and the smallest one will probably be an 8 by 10. But I got a lot of stuff. I'm gonna have the cryptids in there, plus the beings from above. A lot of things I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have probably be called "What the Eye Sees in Both Worlds." That's probably gonna be the title of it. So it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited about that, and I've been there before, and I do what I do. I love it. It's just like me. It's a new adventure every day. And with my little camera, if I'm out walking, if I'm outside coast, I got my camera with me. I look up in the sky, and I can see beings up here. And I get my camera, take a picture of them. You can see their eyes, you can see their mouth, you can see their helmet. They're right there in front of you. So how are they getting around? This is all going to be shown to us one day. All this stuff, everything can be shown to us. Just a matter of time. I'm going to leave it at that, everybody. I thank you all for tuning in again tonight. I thank you all for supporting and believing in my channel. And I try to bring the best that I could each and every day for you. And I'm out there working and boots on the ground. researching to bring you the truth about what I see and hear. And like I said before, if you have any ideas or you have anything you want me to do and I can do it, I will try my best to bring it to you. Okay, but thank you, everybody. Yeah, I thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I love you all. And thank you for coming in from different parts of the country. I really appreciate this. I really do. It makes me feel good about doing what I'm doing, and it makes me want to even drive more to be able to do what I'm doing before to show you everything. So you got it. All be safe. God bless you all, and thank you for tuning in. I love you all. Have a great night, and have a rest of your weekend. Enjoy it, and peace to you all. Bye bye now.